Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah. So which book let's see this Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Let's give a foundation.
I
I
have
have a book.
Philosophy of Hatha Yoga by Veda
Yeah,
Bharati.
that's very nice. That's a
Yeah.
philosophical, and this is more methodological. We have a classical guide for advanced practice of Hatha Yoga with commentary by Swami Vishnu Devananda. No?
By Vishnu
So
Deva.
Vishnu Devananda is the same. You have been in Shivananda Ashram. So practical commentary of Swami Vishnu Devananda, founder of International Shivananda Yoga Vedanta Center.
Ah, by,
No? So his I will just refer to it 1927 to 1993. No?
mm,
Yeah, Vishnu Devananda. Swami Vishnu Devananda. So I have this reference book I use just to go because it's very precise and soft. So, and you know that the first sutra is always we consider as the most key aspect of going into the knowledge of it.
mm.
So here it begins always. Look here. The origination of knowledge we are devoting. So the knowledge of Hatha Yoga was first taught by Shiva to his consort Parvati, like Shiva and Shakti. It is the play between Shiva and Shakti, the universal mother. Same tantric aspect is there. Its name is Yoga, and based on Sankhya, the expansion process, and this will be our the we consider the knowledge like not nobody is claiming the knowledge. No knowledge, original knowledge, just descending, and then after it may be, and then it's going to Matsyendranath, and then Gorakhnath.
But yeah.
And then Swatmaram is the working man, translating it into Sanskrit and making it meaningful to us.
Mm.
So in Hatha Yoga, we are following also this lineage. We can follow Matsyendranath and Gorakhnath and one Swatmaram. You have already the book and the work over which the people have worked, like different schools, like Bihari School of Yoga, uh, many Himalayan yoga traditions, many traditions there. They have been working. So this could be our one way, and we have to originally study by ourselves is Gorak Sangita.
Okay.
Yeah, that we have to study, take responsibility. And here Swatmaram is giving and also adding his commentary. From so let me see.
So Krishna, do you recommend? Because last time I think we spoke, and then because I was already reading Hatha Yoga Pradipika, but different
Mm-hmm,
translation by Swami Mukti Bodhananda.
mm-hmm,
Which I think she's in the lineage of Shivananda, but you
mm-hmm,
said focus on the philosophy first because that was more
mm-hmm,
methodological.
mm-hmm.
So that's why I decided to start with Veda Bharati's philosophy of Hatha Yoga first to
Mm.
understand.
It's
Like,
just to give you initial
yeah,
begin, no? So you
yeah,
have a gist because it helped me, his point of view. I explored the Hatha Yoga after that from his point of view, from philosophy of Hatha Yoga point of view, and I started to work, and it was working, like to make it pragmatic. So if you want to be practical, it's nice to have this like philosophy. The same like his philosophy is application of force. He's simply taking it application of force. So when I explored in the same way Hatha Yoga methodology, same philosophy that a movement requires a force. This is the philosophy, which is you will find. I found it from Hatha Yoga, philosophy of Hatha Yoga. Samaveda Bharati is saying that his point is that if any movement suggests application of a force, a matter will be tamas, matter in tamas will be in its own position until a force is applied. Very simple. All Indian Gita, Bhagavad Gita, everything is coming that yes, there is a point of matter, and then it's being implanted, seeded by Sri Krishna or God, whatever. Initial movement beginning. So on this point, like if a movement has already begun, we don't want to go to the origination who created the universe. We are already here. And we need to begin with our very body, physical body. So a physical body, any movement presupposes a force applied. So the learning is you are learning the origination of the force, from where the force is originating, and then its application. So when you come to the application, you started studying the physiological law. Also, law coming into that, different kinds of movement. But philosophically, technically, there could be 1,000 millions applications of this force. But technically, we divide only in two. A force, potentiality, active. A force, passive.
There's Shiva Shakti.
Passive
That's,
and no, Shiva Shakti, forget, we shall judo karate.
okay.
Now we are very on the ground. No, this is Hatha Yoga.
Okay.
Forget about that's the first sloka. Namaste. Origination came from this lineage. Respect to ancestors with devotion. We proceeded, but our learning is not proceeding from there. Our learning is proceeding for our how to move the wrist. Movement in the wrist, any movement, any asana, whether it's mutts or dog or cat, or you follow any specific behavior, you are copying it. So any movement presupposing a force. We don't know the force. That we are already knowledgeable. If we know the origination. And we went there and see how Shiva giving his knowledge to Shakti. No, we are here. Completely ignorant. Fully in the body. Suffering with hunger, thirst, and sex. That's our truth. That's Hatha Yoga. Beginning from the very matter. And then, if we want to do something, we apply force. So what we learning here, that directing applications of force into our very physical body. And its connection to, now the energy will come later. So this, when practically you will go in methodology, you say you cannot be active all the time. You have to come to the passive mode. So there is a play. So what is the play? Play between active and passive.
When I'm reading now, it's talking about how it's appropriate for people who are physically minded or gross, like with the body. Hatha
Yeah,
yoga.
gross, very gross.
Yeah. And to bring like attention that every external action has internal, like parallel. And through that,
Example is tomorrow morning you want to wake up 1 hour earlier than normal routine.
yeah.
Now what you will do? You will apply a force.
Effort. Yeah.
You will apply a force.
Yeah.
You want to go for the practice of yoga every day.
Oh.
You will apply a force.
So would you say the sadhana or the actual practice is the application of the force, or to have
And the center of the force.
awareness of the force as you're applying it?
Center of the force, and you are aware of it.
Yeah.
This is the first awareness. Building first awareness about force, the way they are functioning in the physical body. Not in Vijnanamaya Kosh or Anandamaya Kosh or somewhere else. Exactly here and now in this concrete body. And from where learning begins. Controlling the forces.
Because within that initial movement is everything. It's God within that initial movement, within any action.
Yeah, philosophically, initial movement in the God. Learning is coming from the earth element, Prithvi. Initially, it's Shiva and Shakti, but we are learning from the earth element and ascending. This is path of ascendance. A Jiva, normal human being, becoming superhuman being, moving towards becoming a superhuman being. So it's a gradual ascent, path of ascent. It's not a path of descent that incarnation body is like Sankhya, how the incarnation happening and going towards the body, how soul becoming the matter. No, here matter becoming the soul. How to convert a matter into soul. That's his force.
Mm.
Learning the application of force in such a way that transforming the matter into soul. That's the beginning, Hatha Yoga. So this application, that's where in methodology, it will go that, okay, do Pavan Muktasana. No? Like this asana. You learn, no, Hatha Yoga. So this is methodology. Philosophically, you will be watching what causing the movement. So after a movement is active, you need to be passive. So in Shivananda Hatha Yoga practices, which you were doing in the morning, you will see active, passive, active, passive, active, passive, all the time. Did not you notice?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've done different. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes hatha yoga, they have that. I've done different types. Like they call themselves hatha yoga,
Hmm.
and then sometimes they focus on the awareness or like holding. They move first, then you hold, and you just maintain awareness in the
Mm-hmm.
posture. But then sometimes it's just maybe they're not consciously bringing your effort to.
Did you practice Shivananda sequence of
Mm,
12 asanas
no,
given by him?
no, I haven't practiced the sequence.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
must go for this
yeah, yeah,
methodological part, not
yeah,
philosophical. But if you
yeah.
want to explore this 12 asanas given by Swami Shivananda to for a general way, like in course of enlightenment, preparing the body, because there are
Okay,
hundreds of millions, and we should not get lost. So we will
okay,
focus on these 12.
okay. So would that be
I just
ideally?
show you.
Yeah,
Just a
before.
minute.
Yeah. So ideally,
Must
that's done before
must
sadhana.
be must
Yeah.
be somewhere. Must be somewhere.
Shivananda. 12 asanas.
This right.
Oh, I found it. 12 basic asanas, Shivananda.
You got it?
Yeah, I found the. Oh, number
Um,
one's headstand. Oh, no. I don't think I can do that one. Number one is headstand. Number two, shoulder stand. Yeah, I've got 12 basic asanas.
yeah, Shivananda International.
Yeah,
Look. So
but
this is my main point. I did all the research. Oh,
yeah,
this is different.
yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, yes, yes. Oh, handstand, shoulder stand, oh, fish,
Headstand will be very difficult for me to do right now.
cobra, locust,
Yeah.
bow, half spinal twist, crow, standing, and triangle. So I say if you can do this 12, you don't need to do so many.
Hmm.
You are perfect enough for enlightenment. You
Trikonasana.
don't need to prepare more. I mean, the body is almost okay. In this
Hmm.
posture for your enlightenment, sitting in the pranayama and things, this is.
Okay. I've done some of these postures before, but maybe not in this order. In other
No,
places.
my purpose is not to make you perfect about it. It's just
Yeah.
the methodology when you practice it, the way they are teaching you to practice.
Hmm.
If I teach you this 12 asana, that is my research, I will teach you in a very different way.
Hmm.
Not that the way it's being taught in any of the school. So I will teach in my own way, and that is my improvisation. That's my learning, teaching with what is missing and how it can be taught and how it is make meaningful to the modern situation. The way the whole knowledge and scenario is changing. What is the future? The way robots will come tomorrow to you to teach yoga.
True.
For sure, tomorrow nobody is. They will capture the market and they will teach much better than any yoga teacher can teach you. Much better
Hmm.
in such a perfection that it will be almost impossible for a person to teach as far as physiology is concerned. So, looking into that scenario, I need to build up a strategy, kind of a style which will cope with this technology in the future. So that's why the Yoga Foundation, and that's why this is the whole work.
Hmm.
So methodology is different. I was saying that this active passive combination, if you follow classical hatha, traditional classical hatha, you will find this philosophy is originality there, because their purpose is not a performing art. Purpose is not to showing how smart you are. You can perform the circus. The purpose is to know the knowledge which is written on the first sutra. Reach there. When this knowledge was in its purity was departed, shared, and you go through your own respect of the guru. So there are many 1 million every day. One yoga style is coming up.
Who is this most appropriate for? Is this for the, like, would you say this lineage, like hatha yoga, using the body to realize God, or using awareness of the movement of the body to realize God? Is this
All together, all
everyone?
together,
It's
all
for the
together.
common person. That's what
Yeah,
makes it, yeah, worth
yeah.
studying.
Like
Yeah.
your evolution process, maybe on
Yeah.
evolutionary scale, you will be completely zero.
Yes.
You have
Completely
not evolved at
Dhamma.
all.
Dhammagun. Complete.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
completely tamas. You have not evolved at all, and you want to begin from the scratch.
Hmm.
Then hatha yoga.
Hatha yoga. Hmm.
So chapter 1 is asana. Chapter 2 is pranayama. Yeah.
Yes. That's
And
what I had.
this I had marked in my book how it was telling, because it was my long before ideas. I was working since I started working on hatha yoga, because this was the. So I was seeing from where tantra is reflecting. The Gyan Bhairav Tantra is reflecting. I have marked is number 5. When all the nadis which are very impure become purified, only then can the yogi attain mastery of pranayama. First fundamental is philosophically in pranayama chapter. Asana chapter, we clean the philosophical part. Now we go to the second chapter, the philosophy of energy system. How Hatha Yoga is dealing with energy system. First, it dealt with motor organs, no? Reflexes
Yes.
and motor organs.
Okay.
Asana.
Yeah.
Now we are entering into the second layer of Pranamaya Kosha, the energy system. How energy system is working. The second awareness. First awareness is physical awareness. How I'm sitting, my postures, my shoulders, my alignments, my movements, physical awareness. No, my right steps, the weight, the balance, all these things, physical awareness, which we are learning in asana. After the physical awareness, we are entering into the energy awareness of energy process, Shakti Prakriya. Male and female. Now the Ida and Pingala, sun and moon, two opposites. Now methodology, active force and passive force. To make it very simple, not to make complicated, Surya and Chandra and the Shiva and Shakti, very simple scientific term, active force, passive force. All translation one. Yin, yang, this, that, divisions, names in different cultures, in different traditions. It was very simple, active and passive.
And what's the purpose of doing that? Is that by having a passive part of it, is it making you aware of where the active is starting from, or like, is that the whole point of having active and passive?
No, whole point is that if you do only active, you will be exhausted. I was exploring the technique of rejuvenations, living 100, 200, 300 years, not to deteriorate the body. So into my whole research into that area, into this anti-aging, rejuvenations or reincarnations, something, or kaya kalpa. In this way, I used to think a maximum potentiality of matter. So in this way, this is important to enter into the energy system. That was my exploration. If you do only active, you will be exhausted. Like you do Ashtanga yoga, Itabijos,
Yeah.
active,
Moving
active,
constantly.
you will be fully exhausted. After that, you can't meditate. You can sleep.
So why did he teach that? Is that just purely just for
No, it's
physical
just the style.
strength?
It's
Yeah,
the
strength.
limitations of his style.
Right.
Limitation of his style. And it's just his style. Because yoga has this, you can propagate until the common denominator of intelligence. That's the purpose of Gorakhnath, to make it feasible. Because Raja Yoga, nobody understanding. Patanjali Yoga is very high pedestal of mental pedestal, and many people were not grasping it. So there was a plugin. So he created a plugin, and that is the S system. First, physical awareness, and then energy process. Go to the pranayama and purify nadis, nerves like here, going. So in a simple way, you learn to do breathing. There are many. If you want chakrodaya, also you can create kundalini awakening. And if you want to research in methodology in this, and you want to find, except Vijnana Tantra, other interpolation link, you should study the book Trik Sastra Rahasya Prakriya. By Swami Lakshmanji. So tantric aspect of pranayama, in which you will find a technique of pranochar, how to do this breathing. That's the technique also you will find from Swami Lahiri Mahase to lineage, Yukteswar Giri, Lahiri Mahase, and autobiography of a yogi. Same pranochar technique. And you will also see that if you should follow the technique, not follow the technique, and if you follow the technique, you have to follow continuously this technique. Through this technique also you can preserve your body after death. The body will not deteriorate. It will remain as it is, or deteriorate very slow, or make it turn into stone, like change the elements into stone. So it will, decaying process will be the same as the stone decaying.
Why would someone want to do that? Is it?
Oh no, why? People, we are human.
Right. Attachment.
Guided by tamas, rajas, sattva, so many qualities. Somebody just get the idea to explore the possibility of a human, possibility of pranayama, possibility of this, and there are so much miraculous power. Why has no answer? But incidents already there, evidence there, people there. I know still that people who died this death, turning themselves into stone. These temples is still there in Uttarakhand, in India. No, in UP. Their statues is still there.
There's some Christian saints who have.
Yes, I was watching yesterday reels. Some Christian, one Saint Peter or someone there, his body, he also learned this technique.
There's one in Goa I saw.
Yeah. And also I saw a non-body. I don't know, it's a fake AI or simple AI, but also saw a non-body.
Yeah. So okay. So how did it? So they didn't know the technique, but so happened to them. Is that just?
Yeah, philosophically, I am making you aware that if you enter into the energy process of pranayama and breath, unlimited miraculous powers are waiting. In a Indian philosophy, this is called Maya, because in a way you are involving yourself in powers. You need to go beyond it.
Yes.
To that point, formless, beyond supporting everything happening on that. Without any form, without any things, without any color, without so many ways, but we only express negatively. And positively, if we express, we say everything. But in a transcendental way of the God, which is formless and which is supporting all the forms, we have to reach there. That's the goal. But you can entertain yourself here with a lot of ideas, experiments, things, society, so many things. So this is the goal, to purify. Purification here means only the block. Block here means if I supply the energy like this, now is connecting. So if you apply force here, then this will show you all origination from there. The center is there. So it has nothing to do with so much physical breath. Remember, prana. Physical breath is just to support, and you really learn to move the energy into that nerve, whatever you choose. And that's how you can make a map. And so many asanas support, because in different asanas, you can check whether your breath can flow or not. It's not a performing art, but in different position we see that, okay, if the nadis are still flowing into awkward positions, in twisting positions. So all these 12, if you go and remain there for a while and allow the energy to pass, that's it. Pranayama done into the asana itself. And extra pranayama, we can learn many patterns. And that is our job here, to find the interpolation from Vigyan Bhairav Tantra in methodology. So I just marked it. Let me see. There are many manipulations in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. There are not so many manipulations, remember. Only one technique is a manipulative technique in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, which is instant enlightenment within 3 hours of practice. If somebody is very much want to see God immediately, so there is a technique for 3 hours. You practice and you experience immediately if you're in a hurry. So I have marked it. Second is pranayama. Yes. No matching. Okay. Pranayama. Yes, VBT. I got number 41, chapter 2. Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Somehow.
Verse 41.
Yeah, VBT 41. And the technique is when the Dai Nadi Chakra has been purified by carefully executed breathing exercises according to the rules, the breath forces open the mouth of the Susumna and easily enters it. We will find somehow, this one.
Yeah, I have it here. I found it.
Yeah, 41.
41, yeah. This one says, by systematically restraining the prana, the nadis and chakras are purified. Thus the prana bursts open the doorway to sushumna and easily enters it. So similar, yeah.
Yeah, so you are having Hatha Yoga Pradipika by Bihar School of Yoga.
By Swami Mukti
Yeah. I'm having from Shivananda International Yoga Society. Vishnu Devananda. So that's it. Once I had, let's go to the third chapter and Kundalini, Here we will find many techniques of overlapping. Let me see if I know it. I did not mark it. I marked it some other purpose.
Okay.
I marked it for other purpose of the sequences to teach, how to teach people. VBT. Look, the first, now the chapter 4 will be really, I marked it as a Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, the first sutra itself. It's my somehow someday I have got. Namah Shivaya Gurve Nad Bindu Kalatmane. Take it a research point, you will find a very good philosophy supporting from Kashmir Shaivism. And there's a technique of Om, how to produce Om, and the stages of Om, how to follow the Om. Niranjan Padam Yati Nityam Yatra Parayana. Salutation to Lord Shiva, the divine Guru, who is the form of Nada, Bindu, and Kala. And you need to have a deep study of Nada, Bindu, and Kala.
Okay. No.
Going deeper. No? Now we are transcending. This is the last step to enter into Raja Yoga, the royal path. So Nada, Bindu, and Kala. These three you need to really study, and all the techniques of sound, in which the two techniques of pronunciation of Om. And that's where you will find philosophy, and you also find this. But you need to study Kashmir Shaivism for that, from their perspective,
Right.
not other perspective, no? And same perspective also we have Nath, Bindu, and Kala. When you will find Swami Satyanand Saraswati experience, when he experienced Tantra in Oswe, so he will explain into this Nath and Bindu, how two Bindus are colliding, becoming a Nath, and then he is entering. So his Shakti Prakriya was different. Yeah. So remember, Swami Satyananda explanations of Nath, Bindu, and Kala and Kundalini awakening is different. And the same explanation explained into Kashmir Shaivism, the point is different. They will go with Bindu Kala, Bandhav Kala, no? And this is a very confusing word here. If you want to plug in, you need to be fully clear. Nath, Bindu, and Kala.
In this translation, for Nad, Bindu, and Kala, it says sound, nucleus, and emanating ray.
Yeah, I
What does
have
that?
seen I also studied one book on written in the same by one student came to me. I suggested her on Tantra. There is a big book and fundamentals. And there I saw the explanation. I did not study all, no? But I saw the explanation. I found the way they are explaining different. So if you want to touch this point, please study thoroughly. There is also one book from Bihar School of Yoga on Tantra. So different kinds of Tantra, Shav Tantra, this a common understanding, intellectual information is there for very basics. Like ABC, a person can be introduced who doesn't know anything about Tantra and so many information. So if you want to study the Hindu religion, that book is also I will suggest. I forgot the name. It's a thick book. The book on Tantra. I think Swami Niranjanananda is the writer. Paramahansa. I forgot. Or Mukti Bodhananda. So this is here, the first, and I have marked this VBT. That means it's a very important point to explore. Yes. Oh my God. Look, VBT, third, fourth, fifth, 10. 29, 31, 34, 37, 44, 47, 48, 50, 59, 54, 56, 58, 60, all 61, 62, 65, 68, 60, 62. Yes, I also take as guidance 79.
All related to VBT.
Yes, yeah, all right. 102, 102. Also for the guidance, 103, 107, 110, 110. Yes, that's it. Enough.
Wow.
Too much. So this is it, and began Bharatantra. Now we have this and its correlation. You will find it, and yeah, and divide it also like correlations will be these techniques. This is the fourth, the highest technique, no, which I'm matching. But VBT will divide on 3 categories of sadhakas. Ano, Shakt, and Sambhav. And you will see which technique, how, and slowly. That's my job, practical, to evolve methodology.
Okay. So,
This
um,
philosophical plugins. So philosophical, all the plugins, technique by technique, you can discuss here.
okay, so for each verse, um, I should go try to understand it and see
Yeah,
how it
and
relates
do
to
study.
beginner Bhairav Taranto. Yeah.
Yeah. So first go from the
Okay.
first and second chapter, which are very fourth is very deep. Nad,
Yeah.
Bindu, and Kala. We need to first discuss these three because it's the first sloka. What is Nada? What is Bindu? And what is Kala? And how it is defined in different sects and different
Yeah.
schools of yoga.
Okay. So
And
which?
particularly its
Yeah.
main division of these three words, how they are sounding in yogic and tantric way of philosophy. This is categorically different.
So that's the first step for all of us to
Yeah.
understand how different schools define Nad, Bindu, and Kala. From
See,
and then yeah.
practically, if you want to come when where it started to vibrate. So suppose in chapter 241,
Yes.
I have marked VBT means it's somewhere I remember that's related. I need to study. Now you can do it. So if you focus on 41, go into VBT, connect me if I find the direct slokas, and
Hmm.
let it be first point to discuss next Saturday.
Okay. So into
Philosophy
yeah.
behind the methodology.
Yeah.
Why this?
Yeah. So
How
okay.
this? And
Yeah.
to whom it is possible? All going backhand, no backhand. Front end, what to do for simple people, just do it. But for us as a teacher or as a researcher, we must know the why.
Yeah.
Before going for how, we must know the why, the purpose, the basic reason, the basic fundamentals. No? So focus on this. 41 and
Chapter
prana,
verse 41. Focus. So not on chapter
this
40
is the
yet.
basic
Yeah.
philosophy behind that purifying the nadis.
Yes.
Now, different methodologies and so many schools confusing them. That we need to clarify. And then we give our method. But philosophical part, we discuss about how in different schools, what techniques are used to purify the energy system. Very simple question. You can also go for AI and then use your brain and do brainstorming because this is informatics. Same way, schools differing. Bihar School of Yoga using different technique. The other school of yoga using different techniques. Ashtanga yoga using different techniques. No, different ways, and that's how methodology is being different to different schools, and we go to learn different styles. Each one has its own philosophy
Okay.
behind the methodology.
Okay.
So let's focus on 41. That is
41
the
chapter.
goal of all the schools
Yeah.
to how to enter into Sushumna.
Sushumna.
This way, that way, head stand, shoulder stand, no? Finger stand, whatsoever the stand and sitting positions. This pranayama, bhastika, kapalbhati, purpose. 1 million techniques, 1,000 schools, 100 gurus, 1 million teachers. Goal is one. Goal is one of all. So let's focus on the one goal. And this one goal, we will also improvise a methodology. This is the way.
Okay.
This is the way.
Yeah. So yeah. So initially, you're saying to start in chapter 2, verse 41, to see how different schools
Mm,
understand like entering the energy system
mm.
or going through Sushumna, and then later to do the same thing through chapter
First to
4.
enter into Susumna. After
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
which chakra will open, how many they are, 12 or 15 or 108, it's later phenomena.
Yes.
But to enter into, then
Enter.
what to do? Tantra improvises different way. How to
Yeah.
enter? Improvises different way. Yoga improvises in different way.
Yeah.
But the purpose is the same.
Right. But first, should we also establish, because um, this syllabus is for people who are very body conscious, the reason to the reason why you should be trying to enter through the energy system? Is that
Hmm.
require the
Yeah,
philosophy
why
behind
is
that?
also a
Yeah.
philosophy,
Yeah. Yeah.
metaphysics.
Like
That's how the metaphysics coming
why should
into the
someone even
mind.
attempt to go into the energy system?
That's where religions are sitting there. That's where
Yeah.
Guru Shankaracharya are sitting there.
Mm.
The religious heads are sitting there. Why you should do that? They know the answer.
Energy system. So okay, maybe I'll do that as well next. So establish what different school or what the philosophy for wanting to
So
enter.
actually, we are entering into the methodological part. So we just
Okay.
not philosophical, and
Okay.
so methodology is different, but philosophy is one. So here you pay attention in Sanskrit. If you go to the start 12, you will find this technique matching the first 12 of 12 techniques of breath, and pay attention Maruta. So if you go to the Sanskrit word for energy, we use different words, no?
Mhm.
In English, it is the same, prana and air, but in Sanskrit, it means different and different context. It denotes the quality of that element
Mm.
and functional quality. No, in function, it appears with different names. So when the name changes, you will find Maruta. So here, use this word Maruta, and in the Sanskrit, if you are reading, it's fine. If the same word matching, that is it. I'm talking about. Um, let's not, but you will find it. Do some homework.
Okay. So
Yeah, on breath, you will find only 12, and in which one you will find a word Maruta written.
Maharuta,
This is Maruti Shakti.
Maruti Shakti.
Yeah, this is Maruti Shakti Siddhi. Yeah.
So, so that's in
You
verse
get mastery
41.
over the air element.
Yeah. Okay.
Power
That's
comes
verse
as an air element. You can
that.
influence the air
Yeah.
element.
So that's verse
41.
41. Yeah. Maruti, because my one doesn't have the Sanskrit. It just has straight English. It has the
Maruti Shakti. No,
Maruti
it's a Shakti
Shakti.
Prakriya, so it evokes a power within before going for enlightenment process.
Okay.
So Maruti Shakti, 41. That's where its Hatha Yoga is beginning. And the purpose of all this to evoke this Maruti Shakti, which takes you to the Sushumna, to the middle path, and development of Madhya Vikasa. We call it Madhya Vikasa in Kashmir Shahis. The technical term is Madhya Vikasa, development of the middle.
Mm.
And that's where I find here it's beginning. Chapter 2 in Pranayama.
Yes.
And this is
Okay.
the goal of any study you will do. Keep a point of view, any school you are studying. And if you are studying the energy process, you must focus what is their methodology to enter into this Maruti Shakti in the middle center. Centralize the breath at the center. And you will find many techniques in the Ganbhar Tantra, all the techniques of centering, which makes you center. And Hatha Yoga will improvise methodology different. I'm plugging in, so I will see what the way in sequential progressions I can teach and improvise a system which can be adopted
Okay.
as if, yeah, like guiding a guidance, no? A system which answers all your questions: why, what, where, this, that. So many questions arising. A simple model answering all your questions in the mind, which is original. That's the purpose. Philosophical aspect.
Okay.
Anybody can ask any question, and the model is answered.
Mm.
So creating such a model which is based on very fundamentals of all the schools, all religions, very basics with unbiased. So study energy system work, and there you can also methodology. You can study any guru, Nityananda, Muktananda, or anyone you can study. Even modern guru you can study Sadguru, Ravi Shankar. What methodology they are using? If they are using any way to influence the breath, the purpose is to take the breath into the middle, awaken the Marutisha. So the movement begins.
So essentially, next step is to, for this verse, for the purpose of establishing the Maruti Shakti, how different schools are achieving that. I'm trying to show that or research
It's
that.
just the
How do you look
name.
for the
Maruti
technique?
Shakti is
Yeah,
technical name of in a tantric way.
yeah.
Simple centering of the breath.
Mm. Okay,
Centering of the breath. Prana Shakti, centering of the breath. So for the centering of the breath, each school will be using some technique.
right. Okay. So
Like
it's worth. So next. So I'm just saying for me the next step because right now I'm just reading the philosophy. Maybe continue that. Continue philosophy, the Veda Bharati philosophy, but also focus on this verse, chapter two, to
41.
chapter 241. Yeah, sorry, chapter 241, to figure out how different schools are understanding this concept of
Yeah.
using
And how
prana.
began Bharatantra is using which techniques to enter
Vegan,
the
yeah.
prana in Sushumna.
Okay, so but yeah, but my focus is vegan Bhairav Tantra.
Yeah,
For
focus on Vigyan Tantra,
yeah,
not
to,
going to so many schools,
yeah.
but this is the purpose of all yoga schools.
Okay, yeah. So
Invariably, you can say that the purpose of all yoga school is this, and here we are plugging in with Vigyan Tantra. And in Vigyan Tantra, these are the techniques, which is solving the same purpose.
okay, so I guess for that I'll have to understand vegan Bhairav Tantra a bit better because now my understanding is like quite basic. I only like
Don't try to understand.
you
This
have
is
to understand.
informatics, no,
Okay.
analytic computer work.
Computer,
No?
okay. Just just
Computer
show.
work.
Yeah.
You see,
Okay.
computer work.
Okay,
Just
okay, just
go
words.
four
Yeah.
chapters. This Maruti.
Okay.
No, computer work.
Okay.
Computer work.
True, true. I don't have
Don't
to.
drive for understanding and
Yeah.
going deep into experience.
Yeah.
No, no, no. You will be lost forever. Computer work, very technical. Just like use the brain as a computer. Or this
Shoving.
technique,
Okay.
or this is 16, this 14,
Okay.
footnotes. This is intellectual work. No?
Yeah. Okay.
Intellectual work.
Yeah.
Philosophy behind the methodology, intellectual work. Nothing to do with experience.
Okay. Okay.
Go with technical Maruti, Maruti, no?
Yeah.
Maruti,
Yeah.
Maruti. This,
Yeah.
this
Okay.
is a
Yeah.
professional kind of work.
Yeah.
Nothing to
Because
do
I was
with
like,
experience.
yeah. I was like, I don't think I have enough years of my life to understand vegan Bhairav Tantra. How am I gonna understand? So I can just put it into a computer. Okay. Okay. I think
Yes,
I'm.
and I will see. We need some guidance, some gurus on ours who can see our overview. So
Yeah.
four
So.
overviews we are choosing four overviews a choice anybody gives. First is Najivan Rastogi, which
Mm,
is he is obliged because it's his work between us, and it
mm,
was his assignment to find out. And second, we can go for any person from Delhi ashram there, IIT, where you were there, and they can recommend one person to see our work. So we should not mess up with any concept.
yeah.
later, later be you are the culprit. You hurt our emotions. No,
Yeah.
we did not mean to be this. You demean us. You
Yeah.
make us superior. You make us inferior. So not to that.
Yeah.
This is old drama in India. And here we can see one from Bihar School of Yoga. If somebody overviews us, our work, and one from Shivananda. Four guardians are enough.
Okay. Should I look for it? Do you
No,
want
I
to?
will look for it.
Okay, true, true,
Your
true.
job is to look for 41.
Okay, I'll look for the verses. Informatics. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, informatics. Only informatics. Don't go, no,
Yeah,
otherwise you will be fully confused
yeah, yeah.
and you will be lost.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
So only
informatics.
informatics, go with words, matching words, no,
Yeah.
this way.
Mm.
So see you
Okay.
next Saturday.
Okay.
Let's focus on 41 so you will understand how to proceed forward.
Yeah, okay.
Philosophy behind the methodology.
Right. Okay. Well, so okay. So
Like
as well.
philosophy, like you
Yeah.
say methodology, you say lift your arm,
Yeah.
now look right, go like this. I say why?
Yes. So okay.
The
So you
rational
want.
mind will ask why.
Yeah. Yes.
So this is why.
Okay. So
Philosophy.
where should I look for the philosophy for this? So the Veda Bharati books, is that what you said, like to understand?
No,
So
no,
with
no,
this
no.
first
Vedabharati
verse,
book is nothing there, but
okay,
just very fundamental
fundamental, yeah,
that he is bringing back all to the force, application of force.
Yeah.
You will find the nutshell, the Hatha Yoga, as defined by him, Hatha Yoga is a knowledge of force and application of what is a force and how to apply this force. Purpose
Okay.
is the same.
Okay. Is it worth to keep reading? I'm reading it now, Veda Bharati's book.
But I don't think it's such a big book. It's just like
Okay.
this.
Yeah, just like a small book.
I
Yeah.
read it in one day.
Yeah. Yeah. I still got like half left. Yeah. One half left. So I can finish it. Yeah. Okay.
But just to give you an idea, no? So mind going ida, pingla, sun, moon, this, that. No moment
Yeah.
hatha yoga comes, yin, yang, symbols. People get confused. So just
Mm.
to apply force, application of force. Make it
Yeah.
simple, simple, not to make it complex because so many complexity there.
Okay.
We need to show that this so many complexity is one simple phenomena which has been described in a complex way.
Right. Okay. And part of that process is showing the parallel with Vigyan Bhairav Tantra,
Yeah, that is our
and
focus
yeah,
study,
there's a focus
assignment.
on it. Yeah. See. Okay. I can do that.
Assignment,
Yeah.
interpolation of Hatha Yoga and Vijnana Tantra, or you can call it the marriage between Hatha Yoga and Vijnana Tantra.
Yeah.
Now we are making them marry and see how many qualities are matching.
Mm.
In India, this is how we marry. No, the boys and girls come together. Astrologer will see date of birth and they will say how many qualities a human can have. 36 qualities.
Mm.
So they will see how many qualities are matching between mm, man and woman, like boy and girl. And if they are matching properly, they say, yes, you can marry, like more than 50% matching. If they are not matching, they say, don't marry.
Mm.
So if you will see more than 50% techniques will be together if they are married.
Mm.
If not, around 10, 20, then it's a plugin.
Mm.
So let's begin with a plugin, like one plugin of methodology, universal plugin. So any information in your mind coming to that plugin. Oh, the purpose of this school is also the same, only methodology different, and technically some words are changing.
Mm.
So informatic words, what words are matching?
Okay.
And particularly in Sanskrit.
Mm.
Because that word will change if they are changing the function and application. Then in that school, that word, the same air element, but that's another quality word will come. Sanskrit has many synonyms of one word. If we
Mm.
use the synonym differently, it denotes what exactly the person wants to say.
Yeah.
No confusion.
Mm. Mm. Okay. I can understand. I understand what I have to do next week.
Now, little bit
Yeah.
knowledge of Sanskrit will be needed.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if
Well,
you, yeah,
yeah.
if
I'll
you
have
read
to study. I'll
Sanskrit,
study. I can barely speak Hindi. Okay. I'll try. I'll try to understand. I'll try to understand Sanskrit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
keep on. You have to live long.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
long way to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Long way to go. Not a problem to learn any language. It will come by itself.
Mm.
If you are exploring, come by itself.
Mm.
So see you next Saturday.
Okay.
I'll let it be focused. The all purpose of pranayama practice
Oh, yeah.
is
Three.
one. Remember,
Yeah. Okay.
is one.
Mm.
Millions gurus, millions schools, millions methodology, could
Mm.
be millions religion, but all everyone will come to the same point. This is the purpose, and that is our origination point of philosophical thinking.
Mm.
So a methodology becomes useless if it doesn't serve the purpose. So if I'm doing this means my breath will enter into susumna. If not, I will not do it. That's how the technology comes. If it is serving the purpose, right technique. If it is not serving the purpose, not right.
Mm.
Pragmatically, to practice. So see, the point you know, and now you study different Hindu religion or different schools or any gurus, you just see how the person is guiding, what methodology is being used.
Okay.
See you next Saturday.
Okay. Ready?
Purpose of pranayama. Title: Purpose
Yeah.
of pranayama.
Yeah.
One purpose of pranayama.
Yeah. One purpose.
And show us also the students or show the readers how thus coming in a different way to the same point.